Hello folks, welcome back to my channel Rides with Richie. Hope you're safe and well today. My name is Richie D'Souza and I make a few videos about motorcycles, motorcycle travel, accessories and maintenance. This is my Honda VFR800. This is a 2005 model. The specific model name is Honda VFR800 Vtec ABS. Today's video is about why did I end up buying this bike. There are a few reasons why I went for this specific bike, which I'm going to discuss right now. So first of all, a little history about me. I was born and brought up in India, and as you know, in India riding motorcycles is a necessity, not a luxury. And I grew up with motorcycles. I started riding motorcycles at the age of 15 or 16, if I'm not wrong. And then I've been riding motorcycles ever since. To be very precise, this is my 10th motorcycle. I have owned motorcycles from 100cc all the way up to 1000cc. And the previous bike to this was Triumph Tiger 800 XR. It was a 2015 model. I loved that bike. I still miss it. The only reason why I sold that bike or traded in that bike for this bike was solely due to the financial reasons. Okay, why did I buy the Honda VFR800? I have a few points listed down in my cheat sheet. The first reason was the price. This particular bike was priced at 3,500, which is pretty nominal for this bike, and I believe it is great value for money for a bike like this with full luggage. This is a lot of bike for that kind of money. You can tour on it, you can commute on it, and you can have your weekend blasts on it. It is amazing what this bike can do. The second point is I was looking for a bike with a full fairing. The first bike for me in Ireland was my 2012 NC 700S non-faired version, and I must say that bike was good to travel, very frugal on fuel. In Ireland the weather can get pretty cold, windy and chilly. In the winter months, for me to commute on that bike was very difficult. And by the way, if I may mention over here, I don't own a car right now, and this is my only mode of commute and transport. I travel on this bike, I commute on this bike, and I tour on this bike as well, and I go for the weekend blast on this bike as well. Fairing was a very important part when I was thinking of buying a bike after that. And this bike has a pretty good wind protection, I must say. This is a Puig windscreen, if you're wondering what it is. It's a Puig double bubble windscreen, and yes, this bike came with one more windscreen as well. That is the MRA windscreen with the wind deflector. If I have any pictures, I will post them up over here. That windscreen is pretty good for touring purposes. The weather protection on this bike is pretty good. The lower fairings protect your legs from getting beaten up with the rain and cold weather. Now, if I may move to the third point, if I get a chance to peep at my cheat sheet. Reliability, yes. Honda is known for its reliability. Their motorbikes are kind of bulletproof, I can say, and this particular motorcycle VFR800 has proven its reliability to its thousands of owners in the past. Fourth reason, the motor. This is a very tractable motor. This is a V4 engine. That means 4 cylinders. And in case if you want to know the numbers, the brake horsepower on this bike is 107 at 10,500 RPM, and it puts out 87 Newton meters of torque at 8,750 RPM. However, I'll put the specifications on the screen over here. So as I mentioned, this is a very tractable motor. In case if you want to just doodle around on this bike. It is perfect. Or in case if you want to go, what do you call it, as a canyon carving, or ride it like a sports bike, absolutely you can ride it like a sports bike. It is a lot of bike for this country, I must say. In case if you are in Germany, if you want to ride it on autobahn, definitely this will do 240 kilometers per hour. I have been up to approximately around 185 kilometers on this bike, and no problem whatsoever. I have done a couple of long trips on this bike, and it has performed flawlessly. This motor is superb. After 6,800 or 6,900 RPM, the VTEC kicks in. In case if you're wondering what is VTEC, there are a lot of reviews about it, there are a lot of videos about it. This bike runs on 2 valves till 6,800, 6,900 RPM, and then 2 more valves clicks in, and then this bike becomes a beast, I must say. There are thousands of videos on YouTube which speak about the motor, so I don't want to spend any more time discussing about that. And then the next is sports touring motorcycle. Yes, I wanted a sports touring motorcycle. I wanted a sports bike, but what will I do out of a sports bike here in Ireland? The maximum speed limit is 120 kilometers per hour on the motorways, and I can hardly go to any tracks. I don't like doing high speeds, and since I wanted to commute as well as travel and go on my tours with my motorcycle, sports bike was a kind of a no-no for me, because of the luggage carrying capacity, the seating position, the comfort, and considering all that, I decided that I'll go for a sports touring motorcycle. And I must say VFR800 is a very good sports touring motorcycle. You can ride it like a sports bike, and you can tour with it. And as I already mentioned, this bike came with full luggage. I will discuss about the luggage in some time. Right now we are in a tower, and this is the very famous Tower Bridge. Okay, let me go through this. If you saw that, that is the power of VTEC. After 6,800 RPM it starts pulling. Yes, let me be careful. It's 60 km/h zone over here. Let me not go mad. So what was I discussing about? I forgot. Yes, sports touring motorcycles do fall into the category of touring as well as sports motorcycles, both in one. And I can say that this is a superb machine to do both of them. And in case if you're wondering where I've been touring, I've been to Dublin and Kildare a couple of times, and this bike has performed flawlessly. Next is luggage. Yes, this was a very important factor for me when I was deciding to buy a bike. I wanted to get a bike where I can stick the panniers on or mount a top box on, and then go shopping or go touring or go for a weekend blast and stay somewhere in a camping site. And this bike came with the 2 side boxes. I think they are made by GV or Givi. I'm not sure. If I can possibly do it, I'll put a picture on the screen over here of how it looks with the luggage on. But right now I have taken out all the scaffolding the other day when I was taking out the exhaust and all that. So this doesn't have the luggage right now. That was one important factor, luggage. And moving on to the next factor, that is the suspension. This bike has adjustable suspension front and rear. This bike is pretty good with the stock suspension on it. I have adjusted the suspension at the back for the preload when I went for the trip to Kildare, and I had to adjust it because I was carrying a lot of luggage and as well as a pillion one. So I have adjusted the suspension according to my requirement, and I must say that for Irish roads this suspension is very good. we don't have the best roads in Ireland, I can say. They are very bumpy, they are very curvy like this, and they are not bad. They can be worse, and since I'm from India, I know what worse roads look like. So for these kinds of roads, this particular bike has pretty good suspension, I must say. It is pretty good. It soaks up all the bumps, and the fact that it is as adjustable, you can adjust it according to your particular requirement. This is a very tricky corner over here, so let me take it easy. There's nobody, so let me go. And next, which is the ABS. I had to have ABS on any of my bikes. I had a couple of bikes over here in Ireland which did not have ABS, and there was a very strong reason why I sold those bikes. I almost got killed twice. Here in Ireland it rains a lot, and right now today it's not raining. In case if you're wondering, it rains 265 days out of 365 days here in Ireland, and the roads can get pretty manky. The roads are wet, there are a lot of leaves, and in case if you are going to the countryside, there is a lot of crud and muck and leaves on the road, and ABS can save your life big time. It has happened to me on my XVS 950 as well as Phaser 600 a couple of times, that people pulled out in front of me, and I applied both the brakes. The ground was slippery, it was raining, and I almost died. Luckily I did not come off the bike. All my experience in all these years helped me save myself, and then I decided that never ever in Ireland I will buy a bike without ABS. ABS is a safety feature. I believe it can save your ass big time. The last but not the least is the looks of the bike. I believe this bike looks stonking. It's beautiful. It is very appealing. It looks aggressive, and the curves or the lines on this bike are fab. For a motorcyclist, I think looks are very important, and I can say that looks are very subjective as well. Not everybody likes the looks of VFR800, but in my opinion it looks beautiful and I love it. I'll put a couple of pictures in case if you guys want to get some lovely pictures. I do some photography as well. You might consider checking out my Instagram. My Instagram is Rides with Richie as well, so I would appreciate that. And those are 10 things why I chose the VFR800 over any other bike. It ticked all the boxes of a motorcycle for me. I got whatever I wanted in the name of a motorcycle with this bike, and in my 5 months of ownership I have no regrets whatsoever. So in case if you want to know how it pulls, I'll show you now. That is the VFR800 for you guys. I don't know if you could hear the Vtec kicking in. good. Okay, so that was a good blast there. So if I may continue with the vlog, so those are my top 10 reasons why I bought this VFR800. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate if you could leave me a comment or a like, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I'm doing some modifications to this bike, as well as I am doing some touring videos as well when the lockdown reopens. In case if you are somebody who's interested in all this, you do not forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as press the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload any video. Thank you very much for your love and support, folks. You have been wonderful. I'm just reaching my 150 subscribers right now. Today I'm at 149 subscribers. I have been very lazy in the middle. I was not posting any videos, hence my subscription suffered. And I promise that after this I will be very diligent in posting more and more videos of this VFR800 and exploring Ireland. Thank you very much, and ride safe, and take care of yourself. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye. See you in the next one.